So believe it or not, the big topic of discussion regarding the latest chapter of My Hero Academia, Uraraka and her feelings towards Deku, and a lot of people are like going back to that video where there was that poll that a lot of Japanese fans were saying, oh, Uraraka's the worst and all this other stuff, and they're like, yo, but you read this chapter, like, how can you say she's the worst anything when this chapter is showcased that she has them feelings for Deku, which, okay, she's a female, she has feelings for a dude, whatever, like, it's not a big deal, but she's putting them aside for her mission right now. It's like, I like this dude, I'm feeling a little jelly hearing these rumors about him banging some chick over there by the boulders, but I gotta put that aside right now, and I gotta do what I gotta do. And that's why I think, like, Uraraka, don't you dare say she is the worst female protagonist when you got way worse motherfuckers out there. Don't tell me Uraraka is the worst when she's putting her feelings right now. She just right now, her heart is hurting, bro. Like, the dude that she wanna be with, and she just heard that he probably was getting some nookie over there by the rocks, and she's like, nah, I gotta put that aside, I gotta save people right now. Uraraka right now gets a lot of points with this chapter. A couple people were kind of confused and saying like, oh, don't tell me this is gonna be some Sakura 2.0 shit. No way in hell. She right now is feeling very down about what she heard, and she's putting that shit aside. That ain't no Sakura, boy. Like, that's some good shit. Uraraka for the win. That's one of the best things I felt as well regarding this chapter. I just gotta say one thing. When your homeboys are drinking that haterade, you gotta just give them a little slap in the face right now, because Mineta and Kaminari were hating hard when they heard the rumors about Deku with the Shiketsu chick. Like, they were like, how dare you? Like, at one panel, it looks like Mineta was scarred for life just hearing this news. Yo, that's some hater ass shit. But I think the comedy in this chapter definitely, even though it was like one of those intermission chapters setting up for the big next part of the exam, which started towards the middle of the chapter or whatever, it definitely had some interesting comedy in there, because it's kind of, in a sense, relative to the main characters and not just like, hey, the Shiketsu chick. Like, the rumor going into it kind of pushes forward more a little bit of the shipping regarding Deku and Uraraka, so it pushes forth that, but at the same time the comedy's playing off of it as well. Now I'm kind of curious if that Chewbacca looking motherfucker was actually being legit, that Shiketsu wants good relations with UA. When you see motherfuckers like Inasa and that other dude and stuff like that, the Chewbacca guy could either A, be playing a big ruse as well, trying to like put everybody under like, oh yeah, no, we're all good, but in reality he's the worst of them, or B, he was legit, because when Inasa was talking over there to Todoroki and he was like, yo bro, I don't like you and shit like that, he quickly, oh no, everything's cool to the Chewbacca guy. So maybe the Chewbacca guy is one of the few that wants to be cool with them or whatever, and they're kind of like fans of them, but the other guys are the rebel rousers. And speaking of Inasa, one of the big things right now with this chapter as well is the fact that his connection to Todoroki seemingly goes back, because he knew him at the very least from a while back when he mentioned that your demeanor changed, but you still have them same eyes as Endeavor. Now, where did he see him? Why would he say your demeanor changed? Meaning he's seen him before he actually had the change that he's had in the series. Could it be when he was younger? Could it be that once again the connection is that he's maybe an offspring of Endeavor by another female, or the mother had a different child? Like, there's so many different questions right now. Or it could be that somewhere along the way Endeavor took Todoroki at one point on a mission and he actually rescued this kid, and Todoroki happened to be around at the time and he just didn't like the way Endeavor was. Which with exams like this, the rescue mission and stuff like that, how the hell do people like Endeavor, or even how would Inasa get past this? Because you gotta come in there like, you know, don't worry, I'm here, everything's gonna be alright. Are you hurt? Are you injured? Where is everybody? Like, you gotta come in really nice and respectful. And a dude like Endeavor, although Endeavor definitely seems as though he changed from when he was younger to what he is now, becoming an asshole, Inasa looks like he's gonna come in there and say, yo fucker, get up, we're leaving. So it doesn't look like Inasa would be the best candidate for this last part of the exam, you know, saving these people. Which, to be honest with you, if I was in the Hero Academia world, I would not want the job that these people have. It just seems like a really lame and weird job of like, yeah, our job is to pretend that we're civilians even though we can handle ourselves and we gotta really play up the part. I'm like, not the type of job I'd want in this world. And then as always, you see that Deku is still inspired by All Might, but the thing that I liked about, even though he's inspired by All Might, he didn't just immediately replicate what All Might told him. He changed it up a little bit. He was like, okay, so this is how All Might would approach the situation. He took that into mind and then he kind of reworded it a bit and, you know, made it his own. So it wasn't just him verbatim saying exactly what All Might would say when he comes to rescue somebody. And of course, like I spoke about earlier in the chapter, Uraraka, great stuff with her in this chapter. It was a setup chapter, kind of intermission chapter, just getting into the new exam or whatever. But with all that being said, fine chapter. I want to say maybe 6.5 to a 7 yet again. It was okay. Wasn't anything spectacular. A couple different setups. And I think the best part is that for people that don't understand, Uraraka is not a Sakura 2.0. She's better than that. She showed in this chapter she's feeling hurt right now hearing them rumors, but all that gotta go when it's time to do the mission. But let me know what you guys think. First of all, are you a part of that whole crowd that just doesn't stop talking about this whole Uraraka, how they bashed her and said she was the worst female, and how people were saying that she's Sakura 2.0? Are you proud that in this chapter she showcased that she ain't on that bullshit? When the mission comes, it's time to fucking do the mission. And what do you think is the whole connection with Inasa and Todoroki and Endeavor? Could it be that Endeavor and Todoroki at one point saved him when Todoroki was younger? He happened to be bi? Could it be that he's a relative, one of the brothers? Or could it just be something that he's seen on the news? And how do you feel about them haters, bro? Kaminari and Mineta. I'm sorry that the boy Deku is that smooth, yo. He's a smooth criminal right now when it comes to the pussy. And your overall thoughts of the chapter. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.